Less than 2 weeks after beginning deliveries of its tri-motor SSR supercar, GAC Aion's young EV sub-brand Hyper has introduced its third model, an SUV called the HT. Complete with gull-wing doors and full lounge rear seats, this new model offers some premium features at an enticing price. Hyper is a new, all-electric performance sub-brand of Guangzhou Automobile Corporation, GAC Group, and currently sells 5 electric vehicles in its own right, including the Aion LX Plus, which offers an impressive 626 miles of range, NED. Despite only being launched in September of 2022, Hyper brand has already introduced 2 models to date, the Hyper GT and the Hyper SSR, which began initial deliveries in China earlier this month. With 2 speedy sedans already hitting roads overseas, GAC Aion's Hyper marque is now launching an SUV, and it's pretty sharp. Have a look. Aion Hyper's new SUV arrives in 400V and 800V versions. The EV automaker announced the first details of its first SUV on its Weibo page, complete with a launch video and the images seen above. Pre-orders are set to begin soon, but official pricing has not been shared yet. That said, we do know that the base-level trim will start at an MSRP of RMB 220,030.70. Interestingly enough, all 4 pre-sale trims of the Hyper HT will be single-motor, rear-wheel drive configurations, so it won't be the fastest SUV on the planet, but it's still packing some impressive tech. For example, it will feature gull-wing doors, but only on the highest-end trim of the SUV, according to Aion Hyper. That top-tier trim will also be only equipped with LiDAR sensors. The automaker shared that the entry-level option will sit atop a 400V platform, putting out 180 kW of power and a peak torque of 355 Nm, accelerating from 0 to 100 km/h, 0.62 mph, in 6.8 seconds. That platform will offer 600 kilometers, 373 miles of CLTC range and the ability to replenish 140 kilometers, 87 miles, during a 10-minute charge. The 3 higher trims of GAC Aion Hyper's new SUV will feature 800V architecture, supporting 250 kilowatt motor power and a peak torque of 430 Nm, plus the ability to accelerate from 0 to 100 km/h in 5.8 seconds. The 2 mid-level trims of the Hyper HT offer a CLTC range of 670 kilometers, 416 miles, and can gather 415 kilometers, 258 miles back during a 15-minute charge session. Lastly, GAC Aion says the top-tier gull-wing Hyper SUV has a CLTC range of 770 km, 479 miles, and can garner 450 km, 280 miles of range during a 10-minute charge. No word yet on the rest of the pricing or when pre-orders will officially begin in China, but Hyper appears to be off and running with its third new model introduced in just over a year.